Hello and welcome to a great day here on the Jet Set. We've got lots planned today. Coming up, I've got the gear you need to fit to fly no matter what the destination.
And have you dreamed about working abroad? Well, we've got some tips to make your remote work dreams come true.
But first, we're talking travel news on Here's This. All this and more is about to take off right here on the Jet Set.
Welcome aboard. Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to travel, food, fitness, and everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. Grab your boarding pass. It's time to jet set.
Okay, grab your Lysol because we're cleaning up travel news on Here's This. Have you ever pulled back the tightly fitted sheets on your hotel bed and wondered whether the linen isn't quite as clean as their white starched appearance would have you believe?
Ugh.
Well, you're not the only one, and with good reason. While major hotel chains come up with ever more inventive ways to skip daily housekeeping, you would at least expect the room to be fully serviced in between guests, including, of course, swapping out the sheets for ones that no one has been laying in or doing who knows what else on, for that matter. Unfortunately, that might not always be the case, and it's becoming so much of a problem that flight attendants are starting to leave notes hidden in the bed sheets of the room that they've just occupied to alert the next guest that their crisp white sheets aren't clean.
Ooh.
Aircrew probably spend more time away from home and staying in various hotels than the average person, and flight attendants are pretty good at adapting to varying hotel standards. That being said, no one wants to hot bed in a dirty bed linens. Now, that's why flight attendants will regularly pull back the bed sheets as soon as they get into their room to look for telltale signs that the bed sheets haven't been changed, or perhaps even worse, evidence of a bed bug infestation.
Oh no!
That has now led to some crew members tucking messages into the sheets to help alert their fellow flight attendants or the other guests that'll take the room after them that the linens they're about to climb into have not been changed.
Oh. Oh, God. Oh my God. Have you ever found a note?
No, I haven't found a note.
Oh.
And now they are saying too that the notes are actually written on the hotel's own stationery, and the notes typically read something like, quote, "If you find this note, then this bed still has its old sheets on."
Oh,
end quote.
No, that's terrible.
What would you do if you pulled back the sheets and you found that?
What would I do? You know exactly what I would do.
You would.
Pop, pop, pop.
Would you even pick up the phone?
Yes,
Would you go right downstairs?
Oh, no, I pick up the phone after I disinfected the phone because I do phones and remote controls. Nope.
See, I liked the COVID protocols where the remote controls were like in a plastic bag,
Yes.
and that was routinely changed. I liked that.
That's
actually.
one thing I have not stopped doing. But you know, operator downstairs.
Do you check the bed when you get to the room? Do you pull back?
Always. And I don't put my luggage on the bed.
Okay.
Also, I don't do any of that, and I put things away. But now I'm really going to be looking because we travel so much, and I just remembered the place that we were in, Chicago, where we put the towels on the top of the sheets that were, it was like crusty.
Yeah.
Remember, the carpet was crusty.
Yeah,
Oh
we
my
should
God.
probably note that wasn't like, we didn't want to stay there. Our
didn't
flight got
want to.
canceled and we had nowhere else to go.
And we slept on our towels.
We did. I
Yeah.
mean, and in the same clothes we were wearing because our luggage was still at the airport. But
I check the towels also because I'm crazy about the towels. And one time I was at a very fancy hotel and someone left a used washcloth over like the shower railing. I tapped that phone so fast.
where was this?
It was at a Ritz-Carlton.
Oh, wow. Really? I remember we went somewhere for work, and I think April found someone else's underwear in her room. Like in the bathroom? like, how did you miss that?
And they were horrified. And then I was always upgraded because fine. And I just said like, I just need you to, I just checked in, you know, please come and do you see what I see? And they were horrified. But I didn't want to make anyone feel bad, but I'm like, no, you guys, come on. You know I'm gonna. Operator.
Yeah, I can imagine. All right, well, we'll be right back with more of the Jet Set while we decompress from this very disgusting story.
But we travel so
I
much.
have not found a note in sheets before, but I don't
You
know how
I'm
I would
gonna be
handle
looking
that.
now. Staying active while traveling can be a challenge, but with the right gear, you can squeeze in a great workout on Fit to Fly. Whether you're in a hotel room, at the airport, or enjoying the great outdoors, these compact and portable fitness products will help you, Bobby Roberts, stay on track. Okay,
Hey.
First up, resistance bands. These lightweight and easy to pack bands provide a full body workout without taking up space in your suitcase, and you can use them for strength training, like I do, stretching, or even a quick Pilates session in your hotel room. That's what I do, because I'm a lady on the go. And apparently I'm now a beauty queen on the go, so I really gotta bring those. Okay, next we have the TRX suspension trainer. This travel-friendly system uses your own body weight for resistance, and you can be attached to a door, tree, or any sturdy surface. You can even attach them to me, Bobby, if you want to. It's perfect for strength and core training on the go. I love those. Have you seen those? They're bright yellow.
Yep.
They're excellent. Okay, another must-have, a collapsible foam roller. Sitting for long flights or sitting next to Bobby at this desk or long road trips can leave your muscles feeling tight. A travel-size foam roller helps with recovery, stretching, and improving the circulation wherever you are. I like to do that on my lower back. I get a lot of knots back there dealing with you and all the shenanigans you have us up to. And for the cardio lover, a jump rope is a great way to get your heart pumping with a high-intensity workout in a small space. It's lightweight, easy to pack, and an efficient way to burn calories quickly. But what if you don't have any equipment? No problem. Here are some body weight exercises you can do anywhere, no gym required. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, first of all, we're gonna do those squats and lunges. These classic lower body moves strengthen your legs and your old caboose. Try adding jump squats for an extra cardio boost. Then push-ups and tricep dips right here. Okay, great for upper body strength. If you don't have those, then you can just do a little dip. You know, like a little dip chair. See how these arms are? Because I'm dipping on
I'll
the
let
chair.
you do those.
Okay, well, you know what? You can get a solid workout anytime, anywhere. Stay fit, stay strong, and most importantly, stay moving. Well, we've got to take a quick break, but we've got lots more of the Jet Set coming up in just 60 seconds.
Like we just talked about how the rooms are not properly cleaned, and Nick is like, let's get on the floor and do Pilates.
No, that was more like in the gym. Have you ever dreamed of spending a few months or even a year living in a different country while still earning a paycheck?
Well, thanks to the rise of remote work, that dream is more possible now than ever. Whether you want to soak up the sun in Spain, sip coffee in a Parisian cafe, or explore the beaches of Thailand between Zoom calls, today we're talking about how to make long-term workaway a reality.
And number one, digital nomad visas. Stay longer legally. First things first, you can't just show up in another country and start working remotely without checking the visa rules. Very important. The good news, many countries now offer digital nomad visas that let you stay for 6 months to a year or more while working for a company back home.
Nikki definitely wants to become a digital nomad. She loves the word nomad. Some of the best options include Portugal, Spain, Costa Rica, and Estonia, all with easy applications and tax perks.
Oh, I love it. And if you're looking for a tropical escape like I am, Bali, Barbados, and Mexico are also welcoming remote workers with open arms.
Yep, they are.
See you soon, Mexico.
We should just move the show to Mexico.
Yeah.
Okay, best destinations for remote work. Well, not all destinations are equal when it comes to Wi-Fi, cost of living, and work-friendly spaces. Some of the top places for remote work include Chiang Mai, Thailand. Affordable, great food, and co-working spaces are everywhere.
Yes.
Lisbon, Portugal, a digital nomad hub with great weather and a low cost of living. Mexico City, Mexico, fast internet there, cultural experiences abound, and amazing street tacos. I forget
Amazing
about that.
everything.
And Medellin, Colombia, spring-like weather all year and an expat-friendly vibe.
Plus, many cities have co-living communities where you can rent an apartment with other remote workers and make instant friends like I
Love
always
making
do.
instant friends. So if you've ever dreamed of working from a beach, a castle, or a mountaintop, now is the time to make it happen.
With digital nomad visas, remote-friendly cities, and co-living options, there's never been an easier time to pack up and work away.
Stick around because we're talking with Abigail Akinyemi about her experience becoming an expat and living abroad.
Today, we have the pleasure of speaking with Abigail Akinyemi, a renowned solo travel expert and digital nomad. Abigail has embarked on numerous adventures around the globe and recently made the significant decision to relocate to Albania through her popular Instagram account. She shares her experiences and insights on life as an expat. Hey, Abigail, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Okay, what inspired you to choose Albania as your new home base?
Well, I was looking for a different pace of life, and I did some research on great places to move to with good weather, and Albania came on my list, and I said, why not?
I like it. And how did your prior solo travels influence your decision to settle in Albania?
They definitely helped me realize what region of the world I think would be realistic for me long term. I've traveled extensively through Asia and Europe, and just the proximity to home, as well as things that I like to do regularly, led me to the decision of choosing Albania.
Can you describe the process of moving to Albania, and were there any challenges you faced during the relocation?
Yeah, so essentially, once I figured out how I was going to make money online, because I preferred to work remotely,
Mhm.
I had to sell all of my things and put in my notice at my apartment. Then it was, finding an apartment, finding a flight, of course. I joined a lot of Facebook groups to meet new people,
Mhm.
and then it was time for me to go.
How did you navigate the cultural and language differences upon arrival?
I did my research and started to do some online Albanian classes so I could learn the language a bit. But learning the key phrases at first really helped me,
Mhm.
knowing how to say hi, bye, good morning, things like that. So definitely doing my research with the language learning.
Well, that's good. Well, tell me about daily life in Albania. What does a typical day look like for you there?
Well, I'm grateful that I've made some great friends here. So usually hanging out with some friends, maybe a long walk. We have a beautiful lake here called the Licheni Taran Artificial Lake. And there's also great hiking here as well, which is something I love to do. And then usually towards the afternoon time is when I start working with my clients who are based in the US.
Mhm.
And then maybe, going out for a drink with friends. Oh, and the sports teams. I am a big Tirana sports fan, so I'm always at the games.
Oh, I love it. How else have you integrated into the local community, and what strategies have you found effective in building those connections?
Yeah, I think showing up regularly in your community, whether it's your local coffee shop or your grocery store, when they start to see you like more than 3, 4 times,
Mhm.
they recognize you and they welcome you.
Mhm.
And I practice my very little Albanian skills with them, and that's helped people to open up to me. So I think just showing up consistently helps you become a part of their routine as well.
Mhm. Okay, so let's switch to professional pursuits. As a digital nomad, how has Albania served as a base for your work and travel?
Yeah, so I love the location of Albania because of its proximity in Europe.
Mhm.
There are great flight deals to places all over Europe. So I can fly to London for a weekend or Paris or Rome. I just came back from Rome a few weeks ago, and the flights are almost always under $100 round trip, which is unheard
Wow.
of for something
Yeah.
compared to living in the States. So that's been nice. And then because the cost of living for somebody who makes a US dollar is quite well. It helps with saving money and my future long-term goals.
Mhm. Okay, tell me about Albanian culture. What have you found the most surprising or enriching?
Um, Definitely the resilience. It's a very nuanced history, and despite all that's happened, the people are so welcoming and open,
Mhm.
which I think is quite rare in times like this. To go through such a traumatic history and still be open to new people is something that I find so amazing about the Albanian culture. They're very hospitable, and yeah, I think they're just the people I've met are really open to new things and new experiences. So it's a great time to be here.
How has living in Albania influenced your travel experiences within the region?
For sure. I'm actually have a few trips planned to other parts of the country
Mhm.
this week even. And seeing the varied landscapes of the mountains, the beautiful beaches, which I
Mhm.
hope to experience in a few months from now, and then also to other Balkan countries and seeing the similarities. I recently went to Pristina, Kosovo,
Mm.
which I shared on my YouTube channel, and seeing the differences and similarities as well. So that has been fun. You'll never run out of things to see here for sure.
Well, excellent, Abigail. I'm so proud of you. Where can we follow you and find out more about all of your adventures?
For sure, you can find me at theladywhotravels.com, which
Mhm.
is my website. I publish travel guides all over the world there. And on Instagram at the lady who travels _ and on TikTok at the lady who travels. I hope to see you guys all there.
I love it, Abigail. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Bye.
We've got to take another short break, but don't go anywhere. We still have lots more of the Jet Set to come.
Families across the country are looking for ways to save on recurring expenses. And when it comes to phone and internet costs, there are a lot of benefits to switching carriers or bundling services with one provider. Whether you're looking to upgrade your devices, switch carriers, or bundle your services, Verizon has a ton of saving opportunities. For example, if you're still paying off your phone, you can upgrade without the heavy price tag. Verizon will give you up to $800 per line to help pay it off if you switch, making the transition seamless and affordable. If your phone is cracked or old, when you switch, they'll still take it in as a trade-in for a brand new model. No more expensive repair costs. Now, streaming entertainment costs can also start to add up. Well, Verizon's bundling Netflix and Max with some of their internet plans. That's a huge perk. When you're saving for your family's future, every dollar has to work hard for you. So don't miss out on these limited time offers. Visit verizon.com/deals or your local Verizon store today to learn more and see how you can save.
What happens when two people come together who truly love each other and love to travel? Well, they don't just make vows to each other on their wedding day, they also make a vow to vacation or vacay as much as possible. Today, we're introducing you to Heather and Matt, and they did just what I described. They're recently married and have taken a vow to vacay. We also wanted to celebrate their commitment to travel, so we recently sent them on a trip, and we're finding out how it all went. Heather and Matt, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Bobby. We're so glad to be here.
Happy to be here, Bobby.
Okay, now before we talk about your recent trip, since we're going to be seeing more of you both on the show, let's first start out with a little bit about you. How did you meet and how did you both discover you had a love for travel?
Well,
Absolutely, Bobby. We both had major life events that turned our worlds upside down. We met online, and on our first date, we agreed. Life is short, and we want to live it and see the world.
Okay, now where did the idea of taking a vow to vacay come from? How did you come up with that phrase?
so I think as everyone can relate to right now, everyone is burned out, right? You've got work, you've got family commitments, friend commitments, all of it, right? And it can be very overwhelming. What you really need to do is take the vow to take care of yourself and vow to vacay. Take 2 vacations a year. They don't need to be elaborate. They don't need to be crazy, right? But you need to take care of yourself in order to honor the commitments and your engagement with others. And so this is where we decided we wanted to help people do that. And we also wanted to help destinations, cruises, airlines, everyone involved in the travel industry. How do they take the vow to wow to make sure that people are having the greatest time of their lives when they're on these trips?
What are your plans for vow to vacay?
Well, we want to provide the best information to our followers by diving into these resorts, cruises, and destinations and becoming intimately involved with their improvement and to help them make a commitment.
We want to show people tips and tricks about how you can take your best trips, how you can do it affordably, how you can do it even when you don't have that much time on your hands, right? And then we want to help those that serve up these trips really realize people have one shot or maybe only 2 trips a year. So why are they going to choose you and why should they choose you?
So when we first heard your story, we wanted to help out and we sent you on an MSC cruise out of New York to the Caribbean. So let's dive into your first Jet Set review. What did you love about that trip?
Love is a strong word, Bobby. So the ship was beautiful. The ship itself was beautiful. And
The pizza was good.
I mean, the pizza was pretty good, right? And the ship was clean. And the drink package, I mean, we had some good drinks. We had some good
works.
drinks.
Yeah.
And I think the love maybe stopped there.
Okay, now I understand something went very, very wrong. What happened?
There's a couple things. I mean, right, like a comedy of errors, kind of.
Absolutely. During the week, we had incidents where there were no condiments on board for days.
For days, we had people buying their own ketchup and walking around with it in their pockets like it was a surprise. And then someone pranked us in our room, in our cabin twice. We got prank called. And then I had a little incident with the crew on the private island where they sang a little song about me getting out the way. And I did not really appreciate that. So we had to call customer service and file a complaint.
Did this experience deter you from wanting to continue to vacay, or would you try another MSC cruise?
We will always make the commitment to ourselves, each other, about vacaying, right? We're always going to take 2 vacations a year at least, more than that. MSC is a tough sell for us, so I am not sure we would do that again, but we could be convinced if maybe they took a vow to wow us.
That whole situation, although upsetting to a condiment lover, is also pretty funny. Now, you know, we do love cruising around here, so we want you to try out a different cruise line for a completely different and hopefully fully stocked experience. So we're going to send you on a 5-night adults-only Virgin voyage. How does that sound?
Sounds incredible, Bobby.
That
Thank
sounds
you.
amazing. Virgin, don't fail us. Mayo, mustard, ketchup. We are ready for you.
All right, well, we can't wait to check in with you after that cruise. Thank you for sharing your story and your reviews with us.
Thank you so much for having us, Bobby.
Thank you so much.
We've got to take one last break, but I've got your dose of travel inspiration still to come, and you won't want to miss it. We've got plenty of catch up. It's time again for your daily dose of travel inspiration on the go, where today, Bobby Robert, we're sending you to explore ancient Mediterranean treasures on Viking Ocean cruises. I'm ancient, so I know all about this.
Oh, good. We have an
Trace
expert.
the shores of history. Witness the origin of civilization as you cruise the fabled Aegean Sea. Spend 2 days in majestic Istanbul.
Oh,
with
it's beautiful
Byzantine,
there.
I can't
It's
wait.
really beautiful.
Byzantine treasures, an intriguing blend of Eastern and Western influences. Travel to the ruins of Troy, long steeped in myth and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. See historic sites in Ephesus and marvel at the gorgeous islands of Rhodes and Crete. Discover the architectural gem, not only of me, but of ancient Athens during an overnight stay. This journey is available now, everybody, with discount airfare from the U.S. and a $100 Visa gift card just for booking by visiting oceanriversailings.com.
You
I
know-
would love to do this.
You are a gem.
I'm an ancient treasure, aren't I?
I mean, you said it, not me. Thank you so much for watching, everybody.
Bye! I would love
Why would you call yourself ancient?
Because I actually am. You actually have no idea how old I am.
So you lied to me. Because I have your birth date. Is that fake?
Yes. It was 1878, not 1978.
Really?